All right, so I was just thinking about this and wanted to get it out to you guys while it's in my head. For the gun panic buy right now, there's a lot of firearms that aren't available or they're hard to find. But one thing I've noticed, at least in my area, it's still easy to get a hold of a decent shotgun. You can get the old ones at a pawn shop, or you can get something nice like this for a little bit more money at outdoor stores and firearm stores. They're readily more available. Now, granted, there has been a run on them as well when this first started, but I noticed in my area they seem to be around. So if you're looking for a decent shotgun, you can still get one. One thing also I've noticed is shotgun ammo is plentiful. Uh, the hunting ammo, the field shot, target shot, all that stuff, very, very plentiful. Buckshot, self-defense loads, slug loads, still plentiful, not as much so, because typically they don't carry that as much as they do as the field shot and the hunting shot and all that stuff around here in my area, but you can still find it. Especially in 12 gauge. You can still find 16 gauge, 20 gauge, 410, no problem. Especially in 12 gauge, it's very, very plentiful. That's kind of a neat little thing to note is if you're looking for another firearm, if you want to widen your knowledge base with firearms and you don't have a pump action shotgun, get one. If anything, you can pick up a used one for really, really cheap at a pawn shop, because it's one thing I've noticed, the prices haven't skyrocketed on shotguns in my area. It's kind of the same. There's never really a huge demand for a pump action shotgun. It's kind of a steady type thing, it seems. So that can work in our favor if we're looking for a shotgun. You're not going to see that huge markup like you see on AR-15s right now. So check it out. Along with the ammo, the individual shotguns can be configured for many, many different uses. This is one of my 870s right here, and I love this thing. This is the basic 870. This is nothing special about it. It doesn't have a super high capacity. I got a nice barrel on it with front rear sight. It has a standard Tacstar side settle on there with some extra ammunition, a couple slugs, and 4 of the Remington Tactical double-aught buck. So, very basic shotgun. You guys have seen this before in my videos. I like it. And the way it's configured right now, I have it configured for self-defense in the home. The only thing I need to do is put a sling on it, really, to complete it, and then I can do self-defense out in the woods, take it with me in the woods for bear and whatnot. I live in bear country, so it is a thing out here. Shotgun has always been a great tool for a bear. So you can configure these things however you want. I could take this, I can throw a long barrel on it if I want to do like upland game bird, whatnot, waterfowl. I can, if I wanted to register it or whatnot, or put a brace on it, I could turn it into a shorter barreled little shooter. I could do all kinds of things. I could put a rail on it, red dot. I can change the front and back furniture. There's so many things you can do with a shotgun. In fact, a shotgun, especially the Remingtons and the Mossbergs, the Remington 870 and the Mossberg 500 series, those shotguns are like AR-15s as far as the aftermarket is concerned. There's tons of stuff you can do. However you want to, set up the gun, there's so many different ways you can do it. So, really check it out. Look at the pawn shops. One side note for Remington 870s, if you want a good Remington 870, go for the older Remington 870s. You can find an old Remington 870 action. You can still swap out the furniture, swap out the barrel, do whatever you want to it, and you'll have an awesome action. Not that the newer actions are absolutely crap, they're just not as refined and not as durable as the old actions are for the Remington 870. Back in their prime, the Remington 870s were just epic shotgun. I really like the design. I'm a big 870 fan. I also like the Mossberg 500 series, the 500s, 590s, all that stuff. But anyway, check it out in your area. Sometimes pawn shops, they'll have a plethora of shotguns sitting on their shelves, and sometimes they'll put those things on sale because shotguns just aren't something that I see that's in high demand. There's always kind of a steady demand for these things. People like them, but I've never seen shotguns like AR-15s. Like, during this gun panic right now where everybody's buying up the AR-15s and it's causing a huge increase in price because of the whole supply-demand thing. You never see that with shotguns. And shotguns are awesome. If you get into them and shoot them a little bit, learn how to use them very well. It's a very proactive gun, which means you have to be proactive in keeping it loaded, keeping it in the fight. Once you learn how to do that and shoot it and just kind of work around it and get it set up for you, it's a very enjoyable firearm. So anyway, I just wanted to tell that to you guys. Just kind of, look at what you have in the area. You may be able to pick up a good old pump action shotgun for 50 or $100, especially at pawn stores. Look for those prices out there. If not Remington or Mossberg, there's a whole bunch of other shotgun brands out there, older shotguns that aren't in business anymore that are still good. They're just out there. So check it out and feel free to comment your experiences, but I think it's something that you definitely shouldn't overlook. And if you don't have a shotgun in your inventory, go ahead and get one. You'll find that it's kind of a neat tool to have. It doesn't have to be a pump action. It could be the double barrel, side by side, over under. It could be a single shot shotgun for more utility purposes. A semi-automatic if you want to go fancy, like get a Manelli semi-automatic or something. Whatever your fancy is. But all right, again, comment section below what you got what your shotguns are, or what a good shotgun is in your opinion, and hopefully the people will read those comments as they watch the video and they can get more ideas from your comments on good stuff to look at. All right, thanks a lot for watching and stay safe out there.